Salute, folks. It's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor Alonzo Hall, your social media insurance broker, and I've returned today with another episode of Know What to Ask, the Right Questions. Before I go in, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. So let's see here. Today, I want to look at dividends. What is a dividend? A dividend is a sum of money paid regularly, typically quarterly, by a company to its shareholders out of its profits, right? So, how does dividend work? Dividends are payments that a company makes to share profits with its stockholders. They're one of the ways investors can earn a regular return from investing in stocks. Dividends can be paid out in cash, or they can come in the form of additional shares. This type of dividend is known as a stock dividend, right? Now, what companies pay the highest dividends? Right? It says Civitas Resource pays an 11% yield, International Seaways, Amerisafe, and CVR Technologies. Right? Now, what companies have paid dividends the longest? Exxon, York, Consolidated Edison, and Eli Lilly. Okay? Who is the best dividend king? Coca-Cola is the best dividend king. Now, let's just look at this. Does life insurance pay dividends? Some life insurance pay dividends. What? These are extra funds returned to the policyholders each year. If you have a national service life insurance or veterans reopened insurance, your policy pays dividends. Which type of life insurance may pay dividends? A participating whole life policy. So companies like MetLife, which is Bright House Financial, pay a dividend. Most companies that are mutual, like Mutual of Omaha, pays a dividend. Many companies that have mutual in their name are going to pay a dividend. Even things like car insurance companies. So companies like State Farm actually pay a dividend because you, as a policyholder with State Farm, own the company. So let's see. Market Watch 2024 guide. So it says here, a life insurance dividend is only available to people with a participating whole life insurance policy. Dividends are returns on the company's investment performance. They are not guaranteed but are paid on an annual basis with most companies. Participating whole life. Now let's see. One last thing. How long have life insurance companies paid dividends? So, whole life dividends are not guaranteed to be paid, but every mutual company still in existence has a massive surplus and has found a way to pay a dividend every year for the last 150 plus years. There's nothing else that's been paying that much. Also, your dividends, once paid, can be added to your cash value, raising up your whole life policy's guaranteed growth. Meanwhile, the average American is worried about investing. Now, I'm going to go to my email and show you guys something. So, let me pull this up. Let's look at the OneDrive PDF viewer, because I want to show you guys Again, dividends, right? So if you'll notice here, this says schedule RCF assets, right? I can't seem to pull the whole document up for some odd reason. But for example, if you'll notice here, that says Bank of America. Bank of America National Association. Dollar amounts in thousands. So even though this only looks like million, it's billions of dollars, because if a bank only had a couple of $1 million, it'd be a problem. So equity investments without readily determinable fair values. We're going to look at what that means in a second. And then life insurance assets. If you'll see here, equity investments without readily determinable fair values, they have $6.1 billion. But in their life insurance assets, again, Bank of America, in general and separate life insurance, they have about $21 billion. So now let's go to Google and see, what does equity investments without readily determinable fair values mean? What is equity investment without readily determinable fair values? So equity investments without readily determinable fair values. Entities have the option to either measure these investments at a fair value or at cost, adjusted for changes in observable prices minus impairment. Changes in management under either alternative must be recognized as net income. So their net income, let's see, what accounting treatments are appropriate for investments without readily determinable fair values? The NAV, or net asset value, practical expedient, allows an equity security without readily determinable fair values, and which is an investment of certain investment companies or certain real estate funds, to calculate its fair value as its net asset value per share without any adjustments. So what this means here is that is the full value of what they have in the stock market, right? That's why it's an equity investment. But it's not a readily, so it could go up, but it could also go down. But they're saying that the net asset value is $6.1 billion. Here in the general life insurance assets, that's concrete. That's actual dollars of 22 billion. Now, that's not the only bank. Here we go. Citibank, 5.9 billion and another 5 billion. JP Morgan, 6.1 billion, 11 billion. Wells Fargo, 5.3 billion, 5.3 billion, 12 billion, 614 million. Again, dollar amounts in thousands. So if you go to the thousandth, you have to add another comma. If you add one more comma, that's 614 million. If you add one more comma, that's 12.9 billion. Right? So let's see. Bowley report, because this is Bowley 2023. Bowley market update, Q2 2023. So let's see. This is a PDF that's downloading. Let's take a look at this and see what they have here. Well, this isn't actually, this is one particular bank of Bowley purchasing a $10 million treasury bond. And they show you the internal rate of return. So cumulative rate of return on cash value in year 1 is between 4.7% and year 25, 4.6%. Your after-tax yield is about 3.4%. The phone rang in the middle of that. Anyway, oh, this is the premiums. Yeah, so this is how much was spent on the life insurance. So remember, when you spend $1 on life insurance, it's getting your your assets substantially higher. Let's see if I can find another BOLI report here. BOLI report. BOLI complaints. What is a BOLI complaint? What does BOLI stand for? BOLICOLI.com, bank-owned life insurance. BOLI compliant record. I'm trying to see this year's BOLI report. I'll have to find it again. But this is what BOLI is. Bank-owned life insurance is a tax-efficient method that offsets employee benefit costs. The bank purchases and owns an insurance policy on an executive life and is the beneficiary. Cash surrender values grow tax-deferred, providing the bank with monthly bookable income. Now, I want to show you one more thing, because everybody has life insurance on their job. What is COLI? Life insurance. Corporate-owned life insurance is a life insurance on employees' lives that is owned by the employer with benefits payable either to the employer or directly to the employees' families, which usually doesn't go to the family. At any rate, that's going to be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth, or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. And remember, folks, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.